This episode of Alderamin on the Sky definitely went all in and did some interesting twists, because I had a good amount of conversations with a bunch of people last week trying to figure out what was in that room that Ikta saw, and it turns out it was actually the spirits. They actually took the spirits away from their masters, and having them just enclosed in darkness prevents them from doing anything. It's super sick and twisted, and Ikta is completely against it. Now, he does get his punishment. He does have to, I think it was a few days or a week, I think, actually. He had to survive pretty much, it looks like, without water or food, or the bare minimum, because you can see his whole face is dried out. They would have had to give him some water. Like, there's no way he would have lived that long. But, I mean, it's interesting. They actually kidnapped the spirits from these people so they wouldn't, go against them. It's smart from a tactical war viewpoint, but from a humanity and kind of human rights viewpoint, it's fucked up. Like, that's the easiest way to say it. It was fucked up. And there's a rebellion. There's an assassination against one of the leaders in this group that Yutori was pretty much protecting, and she goes after him after the assassination does take place, but they're ready for an ambush and declare their leader says this is a holy war. But the interesting thing Ikta mentions, they don't know that term holy war. The only thing holy to them is the spirits, but them fighting for the spirits isn't what's causing it. There has to be someone giving them information, someone who is giving them the reason to actually fight. So it's interesting. Do they have a traitor in there, among everyone there? Because that's what it seems like. There should, or maybe there was someone who used to work for the military and now is pretty much, kind of working for the true people who are about, just killing and kidnapping. Now, I'm interested if maybe the person who is giving the information is someone that Ikta knows, someone he grew up with. There's a lot of possibilities that they could definitely go with it, but I think the person who's been giving them information, I feel like is someone Ikta knows or is close with in some way. I feel like that's the only way that they could go with this, because if they go with that route, when the confrontation does happen, Ikta could easily betray everyone and go for them because he knows them. And, Yutori would probably follow because she needs Ikta to kind of live, because, not just because, she needs a man in her life, just because she's kind of his other half and he's her other half kind of a thing. So I feel like that's where it's gonna go. I mean, let me know, everyone, though, your opinion. Like, the person who's giving the information on the inside, do you think it's someone Ikta knows? I feel like that's where it has to go. But yeah, this episode, it was good. Like, I won next week's episode, similar to when we were doing the mock battle a few weeks ago. Like, I just need that next episode to see where this war goes, because for the couple of minutes we see, it seems brutal, it seems dangerous, and I mean, we're not in a mock battle anymore. People are going to die, so it'll be interesting to see who makes it out and who doesn't. But we do see that Ikta tells the green hair guy that, we might have to use these, and it looks like they are real guns. That's what it looks like, at least. But I'm wondering, is Ikta going to betray the military there? I feel like he has to, It goes against everything he stands for to fight for these people. I feel like there is going to be either him going to their side, or he's going to go to their side and try to work everything out for both of them so no one has to die, kind of a thing. That's the only way I could see this going myself. I did feel like the art and animation did dip in quality quite a bit this episode. There was sometimes where it looked really well animated and well polished, and then other times it seemed like it was kind of a little hit or a miss. It's not too bad, but it definitely was noticeable. But for the core content we got this episode, it was fantastic. I really need next week's episode. I'm curious if it will just be one episode for this war, or if it will actually be a couple of episodes. And the episode count still hasn't been released for this anime yet. So it could be a 1-core or it could be a 2-core. I'm hoping Madhouse does give it a 2-core, but you never know them, right? They could do 1-core, never touch this again, or they could give it a 2-core and maybe touch again. Madhouse is kind of 50-50 when it comes to their adaptations and how much they give us, and also if it ever gets to season 2, which generally never happens with Madhouse. And if it does, it generally happens years down the line. But I'm still hoping for a 2-core. I'm so invested with all these characters, the story that's at play, all the political mind game battles that are at hand. I need more of this story, and I hope it's not going to end in, 5 episodes or so, if it is going to be a 1-core. But this episode was really good, The major con was definitely the art and animation, but seeing the betrayal, seeing the hurt, and seeing what Ikta saw last week, it's a little heartbreaking and makes you question what side is truly the right one, because I'm starting to feel for these other people on the other side, going against starting the Holy War. I feel like they might be the true saviors of this, battle here, and hopefully everything works out and, we don't lose too many main characters because you never know. I think Kana is definitely going to die. It feels like the way it was set up that she might die, which is going to be sad if that is the case, but only time will tell. But as always, everyone, let me know your thoughts and comments below. How did you feel about the episode, and do you agree with me that the person giving him the information, giving him the reason to start this holy war is someone Ikta knows personally and is close to? And if that is the case, do you see Ikta switching sides? Because I see that's how it's going down. But let me know your thoughts and comments below. Hit that like button to show your support, and also subscribe if you're new to my channel. So until next time, everyone, please take care and have a good one.